Greetings, my name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and I'm back again with Robby here at Gear Gaming Bentonville, and we are both going a bit old school, getting back to the basics a little bit, with an Imperial versus Rebel matchup, and Robby's bringing out 2 assault frigates, and I'm bringing out a Victory. I can't remember if I've ever even run a Victory. I'm not a big fan, but I decided to branch out, especially with me running Imperials without having some form of an ISD on the table. So a couple interesting lists with not normal loadouts, and we'll see how it plays out. And coming up next, we'll be doing deployment and the pre-game interview after I go over the fleets and the mission. For the Imperials, we have General Romodi on a Victory 2 class Star Destroyer with the Hero title, and Minister Tula, gunnery teams, disposable capacitors, leading shots, quad battery turrets, advanced projectors, and auxiliary shields teams. A Quasar 1 carrier with flight commander, flight controllers, expanded hangar bay, disposable capacitors, and the Stronghold title. 2 Architons light cruisers with slaved turrets. And for Imperial squadrons, we have Howlrunner leading 4 TIE interceptor squadrons. For the Rebels, we have Admiral Ackbar on an Assault Frigate Mark II Bravo with Katekin and Sholin, boosted comms, electronic countermeasures, and slaved turrets. Another Assault Frigate Mark II Bravo with Ramus Antilles, flight controllers, boosted comms, electronic countermeasures, and slaved turrets. A GR-75 with the Bright Hope title, Torn Far, and Bomber Command Center. And a second GR-75 with Commsnet. And for the Rebel squadrons, we have Lando Calrissian himself with Shara Bay, Tycho Kelchu, an A-Wing squadron, and 4 Y-Wing squadrons. For the missions, I came in under points and chose to be second player, so Robby had to pick between opening salvo, asteroid tactics, and infested fields. And Robby chose to go with asteroid tactics, and that means that me as the second player, I will get to place all of the obstacles, excluding the station, and the Exogorths, which are the giant space worms. Those will be involved in the battle. They'll be taking shots at squadrons that get too close to them, and there will be the ability to recover defense tokens if you land on obstacles. If you're the first player, you can get them back exhausted, and as the second player, I can land on obstacles to ready exhausted tokens or get back my tokens in a readied state. So coming up next, we will have the pre-game interview along with the deployment overlay. Alright, Robby, you want to tell me about your list, thoughts behind it, and also behind your thoughts for picking the mission and deployment?
The build was I always know people kind of give the assault frigates a lot of flack for the way they look, but they're still good ships at the end of the day. They just do so much, and so I thought I'd turn them into carriers and we'd use the B-wings kind of as a secondary threat. And you got 4 of them, so there's gonna be 4 bombs hopefully coming out of them, so you're gonna have to deal with them. I put Ackbar on them as well because the side shots are already pretty decent with 3 reds, and then slave turrets to give it another red.
So then Ackbar, get 2 more red. Yeah.
So, so it's gonna basically be keep away.
Yep.
They're gonna stay away. The fighters are gonna try to maybe put a little more pressure directly on the flagships, while the A-Wings and Lando are strictly for hunting fighters, and then we got the 2 GR-75s just passing out tokens and Bomber Command. So I don't know, should be should be interesting. These are pretty beefed up ships, so they can definitely hang in there, especially now that there's no Star Destroyer. So it's going to be kind of interesting. I'm just trying to keep you at my sides. That's all I'm looking forward to with this deployment.
Yeah, and I decided when I was putting this together, I was just kind of on a whim. I wanted to run a Romodi list, and I haven't played him much. I think only once before. And went into my mission selections. I wanted to have control over the obstacles because he likes obstacles. He likes things being obstructed because that actually gives me more dice as opposed to taking away dice.
Well, that's why I picked the objective, because it to me seemed the most I don't know, beneficial. It just didn't seem like it was anyway would hinder me too bad, which I don't know, it may in the end.
Well, the way that you deploy, you're not going to have to worry about running into them, but fortunately, like, we're both kind of deployed, we're like going to be circling each other, I think. I'm going to be trying to keep the obstacles between me and you so I can get benefits, but also at some point we're going to have to get close and engage with each other. We'll see how the Architects go. I'm not that familiar with them. I've run them a couple times, still learning how to run them properly, but I set them up similar to your assault frigates. They've got super side arc red dice going on with the slave turrets, and if I get obstructed, get an extra red dice with Romodi. And then my super Christmas tree, Victory 2 Star Destroyer, 9 upgrades. Just kept tacking on the upgrades and went a little bit nuts. We'll see. Both that and the Quasar have disposable capacitor, so I'm hoping that I can get one nice, good long-range shot with my blue dice through obstruction to get even more dice and get like that alpha strike on something. And I don't think my squadrons are going to last long. I've got some alpha strike potential with Howl Runner and flight controllers, but I think you have the advantage, especially with your named characters. So it's, I don't know, I think there's going to be some keep away. I predict we're actually probably not going to be fighting each other until maybe turn 3 or even 4 perhaps. And so lots of maneuvering to start off, and then I'll probably see some engagement later in the battle. Alright, well, coming up, we will plan our dials, and it'll be the start of round 1. Start of round 1. The Exogorths are not out there yet. They are placed at the end of every round and then do their attacks at the start of squadron phases. So round 1, we have no Exogorths. And as stated before, imagine just lots of maneuvering and posturing for the first few rounds, and then end of battle is when we'll start seeing some actual engagements.
75, we got a navigate token. I will comsnet that over to the assault frigate. It's going speed 2.
So the Remus and Tilly's assault frigate?
Yeah.
Okay. Start with my unmarked Architects. It's an engineering and taking a token. And moving along at speed 3.
Navigate command, take it as a token. Put it on the card, and we're going speed 2.
And then for my marked Architects, same thing, engineering, taking token, and moving at speed 3.
For Remus, we have a navigate token, which I'm going to use. Doing speed 2, I'm going to add the click of the dial. Click.
I'll be close.
Over there.
Ooh, formation flying. Shield dial barely missed the back. Alert klaxon's going off with bright hope there. And the Harrow. It's going to be an engineering. And using my auxiliary shields teams with my 4 engineering points to get myself some extra shields on the sides. Going speed 2.
Ackbar, he's going speed 3, which is why I had to give him a navigate command, because I know at some point I'm going to have to slow down with him. But for now, I'll just
taking a token.
Just taking the token. And I gotta get ahead of everyone so I don't run into them.
lastly for me, I've got the Stronghold. It's an engineering, taking a token. Just doing a little side shuffle here to stay behind and get in formation with the Harrow. Alright, coming up, we'll be at the start of round 2. Obviously we'll do the squadron phase off screen because there's just going to be a bunch of movement. And also show you where I place the Exogorths at the end of the round. Start of round 2. For the Empire, Hellrunner and the Interceptors just staying close to their command ships, staging. Meanwhile, Tycho and this A-Wing have moved out to escort the Y-Wings, and unbeknownst to them, a couple Exogorths popped out, and they'll be doing attacks at the start of the squadron phase. They're hungry. And we've got Shara and Lando moving forward as well. Potentially we might see some squadron engagement this turn, or maybe we'll both still play KG and not till turn 3, but we shall see.
Okay, so I'm going to activate the unnamed GR75. I have an engineering command because we obviously know what these guys are going to be doing. So take that engineering command token and I will consnet it to Ramus. And we are moving speed 2.
Black.
Starting to turn too much.
Do my unmarked Architons to navigate. Still moving at speed 3, and I need to decide now if I'm going to want that. I don't think I want it right now, so I'm just going to token. Don't need to do any extra clicks at the moment. And I'm happy with my speed. And just as a reminder, when I went over the mission, obstacles do not, I can run over obstacles and it's not a big deal for me for this mission since I'm a second player.
With Bright Hope, revealing a squadron command. We got a 3 squadron event, so we'll move 2 squadrons. First one, we will move the regular A-Wing and Tycho and get them into range to attack.
Okay, so they're coming over here to attack my ball. The Interceptor is in range of Stronghold. I misplaced Hellrunner. Just so you know, Robby, as you're placing them, these guys are counted as obstructed because they have Swarm and they're near Stronghold. Hellrunner does not have that protection because she's just barely outside of distance 1 to 2. Alright, and they are attacking Hellrunner. She's outside of the obstruction. 3 dice. Oh no, flight controllers, that's right. So you can, assuming lock down my scatter. Yep. No scatter, and brace to 1. So 2 health left.
And then the regular one?
Scatter. But Hellrunner takes a damage and forces me to spend my defense tokens for now. My marked Architons, same thing, navigate and just following his buddy, and also just taking a token. Don't need the extra clicks right now. They're definitely going to be my end game attackers as they're swinging well around the edge of that.
Has a squadron command. Squadron command of 3.
And with Ramus's free token, you can get 4.
So go ahead and...
And going to flip that over to your medium range, the range side, because oh, you have boosted comms, never mind. Yeah, you're easily in range of about 4 Y-Wings.
So,
and just a real quick note, I'm sure you guys noticed, Bright Hope doesn't have flight controllers, so it should have been 1 less dice attacking Hellrunner. But regardless of what was taken out, it still would have come out the same of the tokens that I spent. Even if it was only like 1 damage and then 2, still would have scattered the second one for sure and taken 1 damage. So not going to change anything because it really wouldn't have affected that much. Alright, so we got these Y-Wings. Where are they heading? I'm not sure.
Not going to make it in attack range.
You'll get... That was right there. Maybe this one, but the other three definitely won't have the speed. But, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll be the closest one that has the best chance.
In the range?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, within. There you go. Let me check. Yeah, not in an engagement range.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Okay. Then, crap, I'm moving there. So I'll just...
Well, you don't have to keep them there.
Oh, really?
No. Because, I mean, you can put this here. We'd mark this. And, yeah, I mean,
So, yeah,
it wouldn't even actually been
Yeah.
close enough for you to make that move. Yeah, so you can move them elsewhere.
And is it within one that they attack?
Yes. Yeah, if they're within distance 1 at the start of the squad phase, then it will be attacked. Y-Wing squad leader is like, break!
Yeah,
These giant things!
Yeah, I can't stay there. That is definitely nothing but a net loss if I keep them there. Claxons are definitely...
I need to keep them close. I've got Harrow doing a navigate, taking a token. And I've got just a couple real quick incidental flak shots. I'm not going to go to the dice tray for this, it's just a single dice on them. So, Tycho, nothing. And then on a regular A-Wing, nothing. Yeah. Single blue dice is definitely not the greatest when it comes to flacking. And then moving at speed dose. I'll just keep doing this slight turning, and again, just a reminder, I get to ignore obstacles when it comes to
Real Squadron Command.
One black, you lose 2 life, I'll gain 2 life.
So we got Shara and Lando, and just moving them, getting the more advantageous position for round 3.
Speed 3, but I think I'm going to use Ackbar's navigate command. I'm going to decrease the speed 2. Yeah, I'm going to put on speed 2. Alright, plugged it in. Too late.
And Stronghold is a navigate. Taking a token. And just staying on the heels of Harrow. Alright, coming up we will have the squadron phase where we'll have some shooting to do because Howlrunner and a couple of my interceptors are in engagement range. Okay, so the only ones that are in range are my 2 interceptors on the right of the screen and Howlrunner. And we're going to try to take out that A-Wing, the generic one. So we'll start with the furthest back interceptor, getting +1 from Howlrunner. And then Swarm, that'll be 3 damage. Yep, and then I'm actually going to do Howlrunner next on that guy. She does not get the +1 from herself. And got the 1. And then the interceptor that is on Tycho. He does have a brace of scatter. And actually, I've got 2 accuracies and 3 damage, so no brace, no scatter, 3 damage on Tycho. And the Exogorse had no one in range to attack at the start of this squadron phase.
Oh, I need a counter too.
Oh yes, that's right. A-Wings have counter, so the regular A-Wings have counter, right?
Yeah. Or no, Tycho does.
Okay, the regular A-Wings
Oh, the
don't?
regular A-Wing does have counter.
Yeah, they will have counter 2. So you need to do a counter 2 against the interceptor.
The back one.
Yep.
Okay, so the first counter.
1 damage, and then a counter on Howlrunner. 1 damage. I can't scatter it, I'm assuming that's what you'd stop.
Yep.
So Howlrunner's down to 1. And then Tycho's counter on the interceptor that attacked him. For 1 damage. Okay, so all of my guys take 1 damage back in return. Okay, round 3. I moved these interceptors back that were not engaged. Get under the protection of Stronghold to try to avoid their getting attacked. Tycho got the perfect hit on himself, and but the counter's back. Power Runner only has 1 health left. Move the Exogorths to these locations. And Robby is first player, so he could choose to send in a strike, maybe with Shara, try to come in and finish off Howlrunner. Shara is also deadly on the counterattack, so we shall see.
You said you fought the unnamed one?
It's
Gonna
a
go
squadron.
Squadron, so we get 2. Gonna move, can only affect Shara and Landa, so we're gonna send Shara into the fray.
Shara's going in the fray, locking these guys all down.
Try to take out.
Howlrunner.
We'll
Remember, no flight controllers on this one.
Right, yes. And then Lando is using islands onto himself because he's still only moving 3. I don't think he getting bombing range. He's not.
He might. He's not a bomber, but he still has. He can still do some nasty stuff.
I'm just gonna move him on in because bombing with him would be a waste at this point. Just to.
Yeah, he could. Technically not supposed to do this, but yeah, he could get. It would be obstructed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep him because his job.
Yeah, he won't be able to attack yet, but he's just positioning.
Yeah, I'm just getting.
On Howlrunner, can she get the accuracy she needs to take Howlrunner down? He is such a force multiplier for Imperial Swarm Squad. Didn't get the accuracy, unfortunately, so definitely scatter that to keep Howlrunner alive. Now, I gotta do Stronghold. Gotta get my squadrons in the fray before too much else goes down, and while they're all still alive. So it is a squadron command. I'm getting 5 with my standard hangar bay, and I am barely in activation range of my 3 that are engaged on the far end. So I'll also be getting my flight controller's bonus. And during the movement step, I'll have to see on my maneuvering. I might need to use my token to slow down so I don't run into anything. But I think it might be maneuverable enough with speed to not hit anything and kind of stay in the middle of my feet. Okay, so the picture you guys see isn't fully complete because I am going to have to do this kind of sort of one at a time, depending on what goes down. So first thing I'm doing is I'm sending my 2 interceptors in to engage the bombers. I've got to try to take some of those out, and at the very least lock them down for a turn. And so they're going to be attacking the bomber that's the closest to them, and they're going to get 5 dice from flight controllers. Yep, so that one. Yep. And so first one does not get swarmed because he was there by himself for the first shot. 3 damage. And then the second shot, or the second one that does get swarmed. Oof, I'm not going to kill him. 2 damage. I needed. There's 6, right? Yeah, needed 1 more. But did some work. Alright, then we're going to do the interceptor that you guys see on your screen that's closest to the camera. This one that's still engaged with Tycho, but not engaged with Shara. And to see if we can't take Tycho out. So he has a brace and a scatter. And I get 6 dice on this, 1 from flight controllers and 1 because Howlrunner is there as well. I need the, well, so far not good. I need an accuracy. So Swarm, got it. So even if you brace to 2, that'll still be enough to get Tycho. But you get counter 2 back. This interceptor has 2 health. If you get 2 hits, you can do a tit for tat there. Just 1. So that interceptor's alive. And I'll just describe what's happening now for you guys. He's then going to move away because he's not engaged. Get back into the protection of Stronghold. And now for some death. It's always foolish, but I gotta do it. Attacking Shara, since she's got a brace scatter as well, but also the super counter. And let's start with the interceptor. Just to get full Howlrunner benefits before I attack with Howlrunner and then she dies. So we get 6 dice. We get Shara. Well, got 2 accuracies. Only 1 hit, and then Swarm. So 2 hits, and no way to reduce it. But then Shara gets to counter back with 3 dice with her crits counting against squadrons. And this guy's only got 2 health left. Odds are he is dead. Okay, he is super dead. Yep. So he is definitely dead. And then I am going to do Howlrunner I just can't let you sit there and let you kill her. So she does get 4 dice on this just from flat controllers. See if I can get lucky and maybe stop your scatter. I don't get swarm anymore because you just killed my guy. So stop your scatter and you can brace to 1. Be alive on 1 health. So bracing to 1. And now for your super counter back. This is what How Runner's got. Need that accuracy. Oh, no. Burning that scatter to stay alive.
Oh yeah, the counter.
Yep. Yep, needed the accuracy. Right, so Shara and How Runner locked in an intense struggle, but little do they know that they are both about to be chomped on by this Exogorth at the start of the sparking phase. My scatter is gone, so I'm really hoping for a whiff. And Shara still has her scatter, so she might be able to evade. This is what I was talking about over here. This Y-Wing didn't quite get enough right here. And then this is where I sent my TIE Interceptor on 1 health, just to try to keep him alive to be able to use him next round. Yep, we will try that. I'm gonna commit. I really don't want to slow down yet.
I'm done.
I'm fit in and I'm not doing the best with the stronghold thing. Nope. I think this is my first time using the stronghold title. I've got to get better at keeping my squads nearby for the benefit. So Ackbar.
Squadron command. I only got 2 squads in range.
Yep. He does have the boosted comms, so you can get these 2 Y-Wings here to try to take out these interceptors to unlock their buddies. So, Shara's. Okay, so we're starting with the Y-Wing at the top of the screen, top right. He's attacking the interceptor on the left, because that's the only one locking down the Y-Wing on the bottom right. And we'll just see if we can't free some people up. So, nice, 2 damage, so 1 health left on that interceptor, and then the one that is still locked down, but if you kill him, you can then move. Wow, so your Y-Wings know how to fight. Before I forget, interceptors do have counter.
That's right.
I'm forgetting this. So
it's on the one that attacked them.
Yes. So the first one, the one at the top there, takes swarm. I do get swarm. 1 damage, and then the other one.
Oh, okay.
And then the one that did the second shot, swarm. Nothing. Right, so this is the one that took the damage. This one is dead. That frees him up because he's not locked down by this guy. So you can actually move after he took the shot because he shot second.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, but you've got these little.
Yeah, the Exogorths are definitely clogging up the space lanes. Space monsters.
Oh wait, I can't pass the room.
You can. You just need to make sure the range. Like you were right there, so you need to move back. Remember, it's within the distance. Yep, there you go.
Now he's locked now. And he's on the road.
Yep.
Let me do that.
Going with my unmarked Architins. It is a navigate. Whether I use it or not doesn't matter because I've already got a nav token. I'm all full up with my engineering token as well. Well, I think I might want a little extra turn somewhere. Kind of set up for. Hopefully, be able to take some shots next round. Yeah, I'm going to take an extra click with the dial up to 2 here. Right, hope.
Squadron.
Yep, got your last 2. Let's see if you're in range here. Yeah, you can get both. Last 2 Y-Wings, attacking that interceptor. See if they can't bring that interceptor down.
Wait, is he in range?
Oh yeah, they're both being locked down by it. These Y-Wings are proving to be pretty good aces. First one, 1 damage. You do have torn far. 2 damage. Then you just need 1 more. Got him. Alright, then the counter is back. First Y-Wing that attacked takes 1.
So I activated.
Yeah.
So he would die.
Yep, so he goes down. So the one on 1 health goes down. And the one on full health Takes nothing. I don't have Swarm, so no damage on him. And he can move if you want him to move.
I'm gonna use I'm moving to. I gotta keep up with everyone though. I'm moving speed 2. So
If you wanted to buy it, this time,
oops.
No.
There.
I'll just put him there on the back. Marked Architins, same thing, following his buddy. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same thing. Using the nav to get the click at the 2. So right here says a squadron command, but all squads have been activated.
Token. And I'm
Going speed 2, but you might want to use your
Yeah, I was
token
gonna
there to
use
slow
it to
down,
slow
otherwise
down.
you're going to be hitting one of them.
Slow
One of
down
those
speed
tiers.
one.
When you lock it in, that it matters. But,
And
we got-
Y-wing in.
yep. And it's barely missing that shield dial. Fitting right in there. But this poor Y-Wing pilot just keeps having to push out of the way. Alright, we're going to do a Harrow. It is a concentrate fire. And I'm going to be shooting at Bright Hope. And I think, I don't know if I want to blow my, you know what, I think I'm going to go and blow my capacitors as well, because I have to declare that now. So I'm using my disposable capacitors, and so I think I'll be in medium range next turn for the other ships. And I like being obstructed, because this is an obstructed shot, so Romodi is going to be giving me an extra dice. I do have a flag shot out the side here, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to see if the Exogorth can take Shara out. I changed my mind. I'll take the pot shot at Shara. If I get a hit, it'll force her to spend the scatter. Nothing. So yeah, wasn't worth it. So now we can get Bright Hope. So starting with 3 red, disposable capacitors gives me then 3 blue. How fast is Bright Hope going?
2.
I'm going speed 2 as well, so I don't get my quad batteries yet. I'll need to think about that for slowing down. Then I'm getting 1 additional red from Romodi because I'm obstructed, so I actually get the benefit of obstruction. And that's what we get. So 4 red, 3 blue into the side, front to side. Bright Hope. I am going to be able to stop your scatter for now. This is not bad. Let's see what we got here. And with my concentrate fire, I'm going to add in a blue. That's what I needed. I think I might have got you. So stopping both, then that's going to be, so -1 for Bright Hope, and then still 4 damage. That's exactly enough. The perfect storm. I don't know if I've ever seen Bright Hope one-shotted before. But definitely worth the disposable capacitors to do that. I think I am going to use my token now to slow down to speed 1. Harrow lets me get an extra click. So basically, as long as I stay at speed 1, my title allows me to get 2 clicks at the 1. And I think I am going to use it. I want to make sure I start lining up on Ackbar and Ramus Antilles coming in. Meet you head on. Hope I can survive the onslaught from them and your bombers. They're now pretty much free.
Yeah, well, the bomber command is now.
Yeah, but you still throwing blacks.
Yeah.
So it's still probably not going to be good for me. I pick, as second player, I picked the first one. Might as well just pick the one that's going to be attacking me, and Shara will be the architect of my own death. So they attack all squads at distance 1. So that's going to be Howlrunner and Shara. They get 3 blue dice. And yeah, so there we go.
So who's this attacking?
So the first one I'm going to go and do on Howlrunner. Her brace doesn't matter. She only has 1 health. I need all accuracies or crits. Look at that.
Wow.
That's a Howlrunner is still alive.
Wow.
And now on Shara, I'm going to bring Shara's over. She still has her full stuff. So look at that. Stop the scatter. So Shara gets
Who is attacking? I'm confused.
the Exogorth is eating. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the Exogorth chomps down on Shara. We'll say that she ejected right before We can't let Shara die like that. That's a pretty gruesome death. Start of round 4, and some miracles are happening. Howlrunner somehow still alive, but we have Lando right here. I think it might, maybe the Millennium Falcon will be her dome. Exogorths, these are their new positions. And the Architans keep swinging around. They might be able to get a shot off on turn 5 or 6 maybe. They might be in range. But General Romodi is now facing down Remus Antilles and Admiral Ackbar coming in hot. And a couple Y-Wings are still alive, ready to do their bombing runs. And I'll go and do the question for this video, and just as a reminder, I would have seen my announcement video first. This is for March. February winner will be announced by now. So this is for the March question, and everybody is reset back to 0 when it comes to their responses. So for the March question, let me know what your favorite Star Wars movie is. Your favorite Star Wars movie and why.
Can't be the holiday special.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe we could count that one. That might be under the TV one, though.
There's always going to be the smart Alex in the crowd there and say the holiday specials are better than the prequels.
Yep. I actually have a friend of mine who loves the holiday special, but he likes terrible stuff like that.
It's definitely it's a time capsule of its era.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Variety shows
and Carrie Fisher singing at the end.
Yes,
what an experience. So now that we've scarred our viewership having to remember the holiday special exists, go ahead and comment below what your favorite movie is in the Star Wars franchise and why not. If the holiday special is it, go and let me know why. It's coming up, first activation for round
Squadron. We're gonna have to take out.
I think you can get everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna take out. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate everyone.
Yeah, because Remus, you get the free token, and yeah.
Okay.
So you got everybody. So Lando's going after Howlrunner.
Bomber's in position.
Bomber's going into bomb the Harrow. And you've got to, don't forget about this A-Wing, or not A-Wing, Y-Wing. You won't be able to get in range to bomb, but you can stage him.
So I'll spin the token, move the...
Well, you don't need to spend a token. You're getting one for free from Remus.
Okay.
I think, because you get it as if it's a token, or...
Yeah, I get it.
You'd have to spend it, because you can't have two at the same time. Yeah, so spending the token to get that Y-Wing, just to stage him. Doesn't matter spending tokens with Remus, because he gives you tokens anyway. Alright. And then, I'm assuming you're going to want to take a side to front shot.
Yeah. So I'll do Lando's attacks first.
Here. So squadron attacks. Lando first, then the bombers, and then Remus unloading an Ackbar slave turret shot into the front of the car. So Lando and the Howlrunner, her base doesn't matter. She only has 1 health. Lando just needs a hit. And Lando Calrissian guns her down. Howlrunner goes down. And now we have 2 Y-Wings coming in on the Harrow.
First bomber.
Hit crit. I will redirect that using my advanced projectors. I'll take 1 on my port side, 1 on my aft.
Second Y-Wing.
Man, on point with those. I think I just need to actually. I gotta remember what my mission is. I'm not gonna be able to hit any. So I am going to go ahead and just take that. So 2 off the front. Alright, and now for your side shot.
That's what's Remus.
You get 3 red, plus 1 from Slave, then plus 2 from Ackbar. So 5 reds.
6 or 5.
Or 6 reds, sorry. I don't know how to math. So 6 reds coming into the front. I have 1 shield left on the front, 3 left on the port side, none on the rear. Alright, you got an accuracy. What would you like to stop?
Let's stop the brace.
Okay, I will use my redirect. Advanced projectors. Taking 6 damage, and I'm just going to have to disperse that all around. I'll show you guys how I'm dispersing. 6 damage coming in. And thank goodness for advanced projectors, I can at least move this around and not to take any hull damage yet. So front's going to go down, so I had 1 left on the front when that hit, so front's down to 0. Take, I had 3 on this side, so I'll take 3 on this side. So I have 2 damage left I need to disperse, and then my back is down from the bomber shot. So then take 2 on this side. So 2 shields left on the starboard side, and that is it. That pretty devastating shots from that assault frigate and the bombers. And then your movement. You want to speed 1.
You want to hit the wall again.
Yeah, I think even if you turn, you're definitely going to hit. Even if you go straight. Oh, you're not going to hit the Y-wing. That you're probably going to hit your GR75 is what you're going to hit. It'll be close.
Okay, there. Come on. Push.
Yeah, here I'll
There you go. Just gonna hit him.
Yeah, so you go back to where you were, and just the GR75 takes the damage.
Alright, 1 is it face down?
Face down. Yeah. Okay, we will go with my unmarked Architons. They concentrate fire. I'm barely out of long range into the side of Ramus. So I think I am going to go ahead and give up my engineering token and take a concentrated fire token. The GR75.
I'll take that, so it's a spotting command, so I don't even need.
We'll just take a token.
Stupid. Yeah, so take a token, don't want to content it somewhere. I will. Let's keep it.
Okay.
No, yeah. No, I'll send it to Ackbar so I can get rid of it.
Gotcha.
Okay, I can shoot with Ackbar 2 reds.
Well, this was your GR75.
Right. Oh, I don't get 2 red dice for the side?
No, you have to form a dice pool first.
Oh, okay.
And since they have no attack dice, they can't make an attack anyway.
So we're going to.
Yeah, guys, for those of you who are Rebel players that might wonder about that, GR75s, which I learned last time we played when I was doing my cheating, GR75s can't attack at all unless you get the combat refit. The dash means you can't form a dice pool, so anything that would add dice like Ackbar does not apply because you can't form the dice pool in the first place.
No, that sucks. I'm going to hit him again.
Yeah, Ackbar's going to run into him, unfortunately. There's nothing you could do about it. Ackbar was going to hit him no matter what you did.
That really sucks.
Unless you have a navigate planned to slow down to 1 for Ackbar.
Well, I can activate
My numbered Architons, same thing, concentrate fire, swapping out the engineering for a concentrate fire token. It is a concentrate fire dial. And again, just doing what his friend's doing. Sprinting around, and I think I predicted it. It's going to be round 5 and 6 when these guys will get to actually play. Now we got Ackbar. What's his command?
It's squadron. Stupid and
Well, I mean, you were expecting to have squadrons still around by this time.
He's gonna hit it. I don't think there's any way to avoid it.
Yeah, there's no way. So going to just basically playing your speed 1 maneuver. If you want to turn, that's still gonna hit. If you go speed 1 straight, you'll hit and just go back to that speed 1 straight. But any turning you do, you could turn this way and not. Basically, speed 1 is where you're gonna land, because 2 is gonna hit. So you can go this way to set up your.
Yeah, I'm gonna set the alert.
Okay, so. Yep. There you go. Alright, so the GR75 takes another face down. Alright, we got the Harrow. It is a concentrate fire. And I'll be firing front to side of Ramus first at long range. And then using my dial there so I can activate gunnery teams to do front to side into Ackbar as well. Just gonna be flank shots. I don't have any obstruction. But I am going slower so I get my blue dice for my quad batteries. So it'll be 3 red, 1 blue into Ramus. Oh, okay. Well, it's not going to matter much, but I will stop your brace and your evade. And you do have electronic countermeasures.
So I will learn defend you may.
Remember, it's exhausted now, and you have to have an engineering to be refreshed, which you got the tokens for. But
So this was on who? Oh, it's
this is on
Ackbar.
Ramus.
Ramus.
Yep.
So defense token. So I will use the electronic countermeasures. How much damage was it?
3.
I will evade.
Yep, relay evade the double. Take 1.
Yeah.
Do you want to redirect it?
Yeah, I'll redirect it to the back.
Ramus, not Ackbar. Alright, then same thing on Ackbar. Just to make you spend something, I'll leading shots this. 1 damage, but you can evade. Yep, so no damage.
So
Speed 1, and I think I'm in serious trouble. Robby is first player. I'm running over them. And you're going to be able to get first shots, and you could do some serious damage to me. For sure. Alright, where do you want to place those Y-wings?
It's one away, right? So
Yes, one away from the Ackbar. But they have to be touching.
I'm probably gonna use the squadron. Oh, head touching.
Yeah, they have to be touching on that. Yep. There we go. Like so. Okay. That stronghold. I'm revealing a squadron. I'm not going to use it because I'm not going to be sending in my TIE fighter, my last interceptor yet. Taking a token, I'm getting rid of my engineering token. Taking a squad token. Then I think I'm going to be using my nav token to speed up to speed 3. As ironic as it sounds, I need to get the Quasar into the fight. It does have disposable capacitors, so I can get that long shot off. Or a one-off. That could be useful. So, I'm thinking... Yeah, that's just about perfect. Yeah, why are we doing this? Get the extra click at the one here from the dial. Or not... Oh, I don't get a... It's not a dial. It's a token. I can speed up, but I don't get extra clicks. So, this is as hard of a turn as I can make. But it might be useful for next turn, perhaps, to get a shot off. Alright, and then squadron phase. All that's left is my interceptor. And actually, the Exogors need to attack, so we'll do that here. But this is out of order. Exogors attack first, but just want to show you guys my interceptor while I'm moving it. Use this coming over here. Stage. Round 5. And we got the Exogors attacking the Y-Wings. Okay, so Exogorth attacking the Y-Wings in front of the Harrow. So the first one takes 1 damage. And the second one, that one, yep, takes 1 damage on each one. Alright, and we'll be back at the start of round 5. Round 5. Pretty sure my super Christmas tree is going down. Between Ramus and Ackbar doing Ackbar stuff, and these guys are pretty much untouched. I don't know if I can pull this out. Smart thing to do would have been put Romodi on the Quasar, but, you know, you've got to be on the Star Destroyer, of course. But maybe the Architans might be able to drop 1 space potato. I don't know. We shall see. But now that Ackbar and Ramus are in their ideal positions, this could be it for the Empire.
Squadron command.
Okay, activating Ramus. Squadron command.
Squadron command. I'll get a token. I've already got a token.
You can get 3 of them. I don't know if you're in range of Lando.
I think so.
Oh, that's close. Nope, just out by a half a hair. So you got your 3 Y-Wings though.
So I will activate them first.
Yep, Y-Wings coming in, do bombing runs, and then take shots onto the Harrow.
Actually, can I move the Y-Wing over to the other side to get him out of...
Yeah, you can move them wherever you want. Well, this one, be careful. This one, look at his range. I'm pretty sure he can do that. He'd have about right like so, but these two can easily get. Yeah, getting out of X-Corp range so they don't get chomped on anymore. Yeah, just throwing shots in the front.
Yep.
And those probably won't kill me, so I'm assuming you probably want to take a shot at my front from your ship as well.
Yeah.
And this will be a medium range shot. Alright, Y-Wings coming in first. Hey, wait a minute. You didn't need the Bomber Command Center.
I've used it once. Or needed it.
I'll redirect. Take 2 of my remaining shields. No shields left. Good lord. Brace, take a face up. He's over here.
Let's go.
His damage controls. I take a damage when I overlap obstacles.
And then the last one. There it is.
Nothing? Yep, but now you get your 6 reds, 1 blue. It's medium range, Ackbar, and slave turrets all doing their thing. No accuracy. That's going to save my bacon. Might not matter though. I have 7 health left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brace to 5. Take a face up. I'll do that right now. My engineering value is reduced to half its value, rounded down. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 health remaining. Smoking and fire billowing from the Hero. Speed 1.
Okay. And get a click. Should be clear of everything.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit anything.
Forward. Oof. And keeping the arcs. 1.
Right?
Alright, activating Hero. Have to do it before he dies. And concentrate fire. First shot is definitely going to be into Ramus, into the side, medium range. And we're actually both going the same speed. I should have not have gotten an extra blue dice last shot, but I don't think it made a difference on the damage. And then for my concentrate fire gun routine shot, I'm going to have to make a decision on that after this shot, depending on where I want to shoot next. It's either going to be into Ackbar, probably going to be in the Ackbar, to be honest, but I might maybe try to finish this. Alright, get 3 red, 3 blue. It is not obstructed, unfortunately, and I'm going same speed, so just normal forward armament for Victory 2. Okay, and then get a concentrate fire. These accuracies, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Brace, and I'm not sure if I care about your evade, because it's just making me re-roll. So I want to stop your redirect.
Okay, well, as far as there is an
No, I am going to stop your evade. I don't want your rolling. Then concentrating fire, I'm going to bring in a... I bring in a blue.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, sure, that's what I was looking for. So stop everything. 4 damage, and you do have electronic countermeasures.
Well, I mean, I get it.
If you wanted to use them.
Because I done sort of.
Yeah, I'll use it on
Yeah, I understand.
the,
Yeah, you have like
brace.
Okay, so brace to 2, taking 2 on the side shields. So I did decide to go ahead and take a shot on Ackbar. It is long range, and it is barely obstructed, front to side. So I'm getting 3 from the front, 1 more from obstruction with Romodi, and Ackbar is going faster than me, double checked, so I do get a blue. Now I'm attacking this because I think if Ackbar goes next before his GR75, he'll just run over his and kill his own GR75. So I'll just let Robby kill his own GR75.
So I'll,
Yep, got this here, electronic countermeasures that he can still use for Ackbar. It's not, man, my Ackbar shots have been terrible. I'm definitely going to be leading shots this. See if I can get lucky. Why not? We'll stop your evade, leading shots. There you go. Hit and a crit, or 2 hits and a crit.
so you've stopped, so I can use electronic countermeasures?
Yep.
So use the evade.
Using the evade.
Take 1.
Well, so taking the crit away, I'm guessing. It doesn't really matter. So you got 2 damage coming in.
Okay, so Oh, okay, yeah, so 2 damage, so then I'll brace to 1, and then redirect.
Yep. Yep. So everything being spent, and using so this got spent as well. Using electronic counter. Yep. I'm still going speed 1. Just gonna do this little turn here. I land on all, just these 2 Y-wings. The other one I'm not hitting. And I forgot to get this now. All shields are down. 2 health remaining. It is beginning of the end for Romodi. Or, not the beginning of the end, it's the ending of the end for Romodi. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm sure.
No.
Yeah, well, you actually, just to help you out here, man,
Yeah,
you want to be over
Yeah,
here.
I want to get him away.
You don't want them to be next to the escorts. So. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'll get it for you.
Okay, so I got a concentrate fire token. I'm gonna comsnet that to Ackbar,
Okay.
and then he is moving speed 2. We'll just go forward 2.
I'll get it for you. Just straight ahead. Forward speed
Or
2.
no, he's gonna be in now. Well, he's medium range,
Well, I do have 1 long range shot. I have disposable capacitors from him.
so it doesn't
from the
matter
Quasar.
even if I try to evade.
Well, if you turned away this way, if you turn this way,
Yeah.
to the left, it might keep me from being in range with the Quasar.
Yeah, go ahead and click it. So I'll take 1 click and then double click at the end. Try
So
to,
full turn.
yeah, so get out of the way.
Hey man, how you doing today?
And you do barely run over Lando. Lando's just going to be escorting this guy out. Alright, dealing my unmarked Architects. It is a concentrate fire. Going to be taking a shot out side to side into Ramus, long range. And it is barely clipping this obstruction, and I will get this benefit before Romodi dies, so I am getting an extra dice. But once Romodi dies, obstruction will be bad. So this is the last time obstruction will be good for me. Long range into Ramus. Starting with 3 dice. Then I get slave turrets for 1 more. Then it's obstructed with Romodi. So 5 red. Not bad. I don't know what I'm going to stop yet. And then we'll just do add concentrate fire. It's really good. What is better to stop? Evade's just going to stop 1. Your brace would stop. But it would force you to spin the brace. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and accuracy or evade.
Burn the brace.
So 2 damage.
And then redirect.
Alright, where are we going to redirect?
I guess 1 on the back. Can I redirect the front 1?
You can only do 1. You can only do 1 adjacent holder. I was able to do multiples because of advanced projection.
Okay, so 1 adjacent, so 1 to the front, so that will go down to 3.
Okay, and then just take 1 on the side.
So you can only.
No, you can do 2 to the front if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll take 2 to the front.
Yeah, you can only do 1 adjacent hold zone unless you have advanced projectors. Yeah, so 2 shields down on the front. Still going speed 3, and I think I will.
If I were to draw fire,
Actually, do I want to stay at speed 3? Well, I think I want to turn harder. I'm going to slow down, use my token that I have to slow down to speed 2.
no, it goes exile. You have a bunch of 2-minute cards? 2
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Slow down to speed 2 with my token. Alright, now Ackbar gets to kill Romodi.
So I got squad 2 man. I think I'm in Lando range.
Yeah, you're definitely in Lando range.
But can Lando get to your stores?
Oh yeah. Well, I say that.
But
Yeah, you can get in range. Yeah.
way more cards.
So right there.
You want to minimize it
Yeah.
as much as possible. 60 is the
There's Lando. See if Lando can actually. I need to check something. Attacking, you may destroy the defense token. So is that Wednesday? That's gonna bomb or shoot.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna get rid of his defense token,
Yep.
and then go to double.
Yep, and that'll kill him. So Romodi goes down, and then Ackbar will be taking a shot into the Architects. Okay, so You've got 6 reds normally, but obstructed down to 5.
Alright,
Into the front.
now we'll concentrate fire token. This one.
Uh,
Oh, I took it with me because I used the.
oh, I thought you had a dial. Never mind.
Yeah, the GR.
No, it was a squadron dial.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, reroll the token. That was a hit. Then you've got kicking and showing.
I'll reroll this last one.
That's really good. Definitely going to do. Well, I need to do this now. I'm going to burn this because you're a larger ship than me. Get rid of both of these because I'm about to be in medium and close range with you. And then we will evade, or not evade, but redirect. 2, so 1 on the front and 2 to my port side.
Alright, speed 2.
Hey, how you doing? I'm pretty good. What can I do for you? What?
Okay, gonna do my stronghold, Quasar. I'm gonna be expending my disposable capacitors. Is a concentrate fire. So first thing, I am gonna be spending my squadron, and I'm gonna be activating my stored. He's gonna come attack this Y-wing. I am getting 5 dice with flight controllers, so might as well maybe get lucky with 5 hits. Who knows? Still taking this obstructed side shot because I can, and to see if I get. Alright, so that Y-wing first, getting 5 from flight controllers. No rerolls, just straight up attack. 3 damage. He's down to 2. Alright, and we're doing the Ramus shot first. So I get to fire this long-range shot because of disposable capacitor, so it's going to be 3 blue. And this is going to be into the front. The side shot was obstructed, so I don't want obstruction now. So this is into the front. Interesting. And then concentrate fire. These are accuracies. Alright, so I'll block both. And so you take 2 hits to the front. I think you had 2 shields there, right? So shields down on the front. And then just make you spend your scatter. Nothing on the GR75. I'm flying along at speed 3. No way to slow down. That is okay. So, yeah, we'll do that. And on this debris field, take 2 damage. I'll just stick on my port side. Shields down on the port side. My marked Architins. Concentrate fire. Can't do anything with it. I've already got a token. No shots. I get to try not to run into. Yeah, I'll be able to avoid. So, my speed 3, like so. Alright, no squadron phase this time around. Exegors aren't in range to attack anybody. So we'll be coming up to the final round. 6. Okay, start of round 6. It is looking very bad for the Imperials. This interceptor is definitely going, I say definitely, but should die. My only hope is if we can drop this Ramus and Tilly's assault frigates with my Architins and without losing any more ships, because my super Christmas tree was worth a whole lot of points that he destroyed. Either way, it's still a pretty tight contest, and I think it is going to come down to round 6.
I'll get a token to include that.
Yeah, so you'll get a reroll from that. And shooting at the one you shot before, because you still got your side arc. You can shoot my front or side. And this is definitely going to be medium range. If you shoot the one you shot before. It's medium range against the other one too. So whichever one you want to shoot at.
I guess shooting at that won't do any good at this point. So
it would be obstructed, and I don't know if you can do enough. But
okay, so I'm going to spend the squadron token that I had.
Okay.
Gonna use Lando. See if I can finish this guy off.
Yep, so Lando coming in on the interceptor. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just bungling this
And
one.
I'll,
Nice.
yeah, it's going to have to be on the Arcaton.
And the one that you already shot. You want to do the front or the side? Front's got one shield.
Front.
Yeah. And my port shields are down, full shields on. We're not going to roll the Lando shot because he has one more brace to spend to get an auto hit and kill that interceptor. He had 1 health left. And he would do that because no shots are coming in on Lando anyway. So the interceptor's dead. So now the side to front, medium range. So you get the full Monty here. 6 red, 1 blue. Oh my gosh. Can my Architect survive? That's that's actually fantastic. You can reroll 1 with your token from Ramus.
So I'm going to keep those.
I probably want to keep these, and I'm guessing like that. Don't let me redirect.
You still got 1 shield.
I've got 1 shield. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shield. If you get a double, I'm dead. Oh, so close. So I take 1 shield down and 3 to the hole. 2 health left on that Architect. We're still back at the attack on the Architects. He had to concentrate dial as well, so he gets to add a dice. He's a double. Crit, which I will contain. Spent the contain, so 1 health left. Alright, so 1 health left on that Architects. I get to move him first before you activate. So I'm definitely trying to get him out of range of your bombers and hopefully not in an Ackbar.
It doesn't matter because I'm about to run over all my Y-wings and they're not going to, they're back to the...
That is true too. Yeah, well, not really. You're only going speed 1. You're only going to hit 1 of them probably.
So, I don't know if I go straight. No, so I'm going to hit at least 1.
Yeah, you'll hit this guy. I think that's it. Yeah, just that guy.
I don't think there's anywhere else I can go.
Okay, doing my named Architects. Doing a side to side, it is a concentrate fire. And still have a concentrate fire token. Making some risky moves here. I really don't want to activate this one on the left yet, because that would put him in Ackbar range, would guarantee the kill. But I'm also might be getting in the way of his movement now with ramming. We'll have to see. I gotta see if I can't keep him alive somehow. But this is a, well, I say that, let me double check. The yellow dot is clear. Yep, that is a clear shot. So clear shot coming into the side of the Ramus Antilles. +1 for slaved, and then we'll have a concentrate fire coming in. That's pretty good so far. Definitely want to stop that. I just don't know if I have the firepower, because you still have full health. The shield's going down. Alright, concentrate fire in a red. Good. And then use my token. Okay, so that's 4 damage. You can redirect. He's got a side shield and a back shield left, so we'll be taking 2 damage. First one face up.
Power failure. Your inner engineering value is reduced by half its value, rounded down.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. You can flip that over.
Okay.
I think I did set up a ram where I'm going to kill myself. The only thing I can hope to do is trying to turn away. Maybe give some space, but yeah, I'm just looking at that now. Yeah, probably going to kill my own Architects. See if we can take the Assault Frigate with us. And 5, navigate.
At this point, so I'll just take a token. And yeah, just going forward.
Yeah, just going forward. Get him out of the way. Activate my sacrificial Architects, who's going to ram into his buddy. But before he does that, we get a final long-range shot, side to side, to Ramus. And it is a concentrate fire dial. Alright, so getting 3 red plus slaved. Oh, that is not good. It's not what I needed. And then concentrate fire. That's what I needed. And then concentrate fire token that I have left on that ship. So 2 damage, 2 health remaining on Ramus. You have no more shields left to redirect to. Yep. I'm pretty sure this is an automatic ram. I'll just borrow this real quick. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. No matter what I do there. So he goes down, and this guy takes a face down. Architects are so unmaneuverable. Ackbar.
Ackbar reveals. Navigate. Doesn't never good. Okay. Figures to be a lot more closer.
You do have a long-range shot. It's obstructed no matter which hole you shoot at. And he's full health, so getting shots into my final Architons. Into the side of my Architons. Not terrible.
You're still alive, and you get your evade.
Yep.
So, hey, there's nothing to do. So, I'll stop your evade, and then your redirect.
Yep. So, take 4. Now redirect. 2 on the side, 2 on the front. Just on shields. And then moving 2. Yep. So last activation, last shot of the game. Can a Quasar kill an assault frigate? I don't know, we'll see. This is obstructed. Front to side. And it is a concentrate fire dial. Alright, so normally I get 3 blue dice, but it's obstructed, so down to 2. And I'm not getting Romodi because he's dead. So there's 2 right now, but you got your evade still. So concentrate fire. So even if you have me reroll 1, that is still 2 damage. Remus barely goes down. I don't think it's going to be enough though, because my Christmas tree went down. So that is it. This is what we have left on the board on each side. This is going to be a close one. It's going to be a really, really close one. We'll total up the points and be back with you for the post-game interview. Okay, so final score, we have 191 points for the Empire, and then 260 points for the Rebels for a Rebel victory. And that victory was 140 points. Probably one of the most expensive victories in the history of Armada. And I'm sure most of you all watching probably saw this coming a mile away. And I probably had this game lost in list creation. You probably shouldn't. I let Christmas string my flagships, and it works when you do it on an ISD. ISDs can survive and take hits and be hard to kill. But man, victories, man, Christmas string them, they're just so much easier to kill than an ISD, and you're just giving your opponent points.
Yeah, the thing with the my fighters didn't do nearly what they should have, and to be honest, the victory didn't really do much of anything either. So yeah, I mean, if you had it was definitely the victory being tricked out too much. It just kind of once that was off the board, it was kind of moot at that point.
Yeah, I could have probably dropped half its upgrades and still been efficient. And maybe gotten myself a Gazanti with more squads, or maybe add in like maybe even 1 raider to add firepower, because then get more of the Romodi benefits for obstructing with the raider. I don't know. I think I was just I'm just not a fan of victories. I didn't play it right. I only own 1.
It was theory crafting.
Very theory crafting. Yep.
So
And
just seeing what would happen.
I tell you what it did do. It made me miss my Star Destroyers. I cannot wait. Next game, I'm definitely bringing out an ISD-2. I miss it. I'm going to be running an ISD-2 next time for sure.
The victories are still really beefy ships, though. They can still, it seems like to me, if you run them untricked out, they are definitely going to, because that 8 holes is still impressive, I think, for that ship.
Yeah, and people that like victories, or that have a lot of them, I've seen success where you run multiple victories. With minimal upgrades, and I'm just not a fan of the victory. That's why I only have 1. I've never bought more. I will never buy more. I don't like the ship, but figured I'd give it a shot, and I tried to run it like an ISD, and it definitely cannot take a punch like an ISD can.
Well, yeah, I think the Ackbar.
Oh man, Ackbar with the slave turrets, because you're gonna be shooting once anyway, was smart. And your bombers still did stuff. Like, even though I did kill, your aces, you still had 3 Y-Wings, and they did work. I think on all of your bomber hits, you got hit crit except once.
Yeah.
With no bomber command
yeah.
center. So
Yeah.
your Y-wings, I would say, are almost MVPs. Because the Y-wings killed my interceptors as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they killed 3 interceptors, the Y-wings. So
Yeah, they did those 4 bomber shots, I think, on the front of the Victor.
yeah, it's just devastating.
Yeah, it was all
and then
hit
just
crit.
opened me up for your Ackbar shots
It was hit crit.
from Ramus.
Without the bomber command was definitely
Yeah.
MVP. Yeah, I think this was just like a theory crafting list,
Yep.
and you obviously don't want to take that many points on victory.
No, 140 points on a victory is definitely way too much. I'm sure all of you guys are screaming at me.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's almost double its point cost. It's 85 points base. Yeah, I almost doubled the point cost of a victory.
This I think was the first game where we had kind of a feeling out phase, where we just
Yep.
kind of, because usually it's just like right at each other's throats, but this was kind of a...
Well, you played the mission right. So you picked the mission. You saw how I set up the obstacles. I wanted to set up obstructions for me to shoot at and force the engagement to coincide. But you played the slow game, came around the side, waited for the engagement, and you hit me right when I came in before I could hit you really hard. And it took everything I had over multiple turns just to drop one of your assault frigates. While it only really took you 2 solid hits with bombers to take down my victory. So playing that slow roll around the side, playing the long game, waiting until turn 4 or 5 was a smart play for sure.
Yeah, the Space Worms didn't. They didn't do as much as I think they had one really good round.
Yeah, well they killed Shara.
Yeah.
So Shara got eaten. So that's the only thing they did. But it was forcing you to play around them though.
Yeah, it was still a fun mission because I constantly had to be aware
Of where they were.
Constantly, and that was that definitely very interesting game.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Both of us doing some theory crafting lists here, although Robby's was definitely pretty good with the assault frigate Ackbar is pretty well known.
This was
true.
this was a good list. This was a top tier list you'd run.
Yep. And don't forget the question. Remember, we're starting over fresh for the month of March for the giveaway. And let me know what your favorite Star Wars movie is. And I didn't say it before, but I'll give you mine. And it's been growing on me every time I watch it, but I love Rogue One. That has actually topped out over Empire Strikes Back for me. It feels like it's a movie that actually has risk to it. You feel like that there is actually a threat involved for the heroes, and spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, the heroes do die, so there's actually real consequences to the movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I also like it made the Force kind of seem more like a religion, where everybody, you kind of had the
more mysterious.
Yeah, because you had the kind of the outside worshippers that still kind of are affected by the Force, so it's not just the Jedi.
Yeah,
I like that about the film. And the final battle scene. Final space battle.
Final space battle is I think it's the best one in all of Star Wars. And then of course the Vader hallway scene is also just epic. So being able to see Vader be Vader, so in live action was awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely I think the second best space battle in Star Wars for sure.
Do you like was it Return of the Jedi?
Probably indoor.
The indoor battle.
Yeah, the indoor battles definitely because that is classic.
And it set the standard. Set the bar for not just Star Wars but lots of sci-fi films for space battles for sure.
Well, that's what got me in Armada. Just two giant capital ships trading broadsides, slugging it out with tiny stunt fighters doing their thing in between.
Yep, absolutely. I loved that battle as a kid as well, and still do.
Best battle was Hoth, though. I still that battle.
The ground battle.
Yeah, the ground battle and Hoth still my all-time favorite. So.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed the battle, and until next time, take it easy.